Good morning, everyone. This is Rob at ImAlwaysInHotWater.com and BoatsInHotWater.com. And today is January the 21st, I think, the 21st. My son's birthday's tomorrow. And I'm out here today with a 2007-2008 3006 Express Fisherman Sailfish. And I'm sorry, my throat is killing me. I am going to give you guys a quick walkthrough, or as quick as it's probably going to be about 10 minutes worth, of this particular vessel that is now going forward to listing. I am going to have a lot of data up on the sites with descriptions and details as far as the trailer. In fact, the trailer pictures are already up. And so is the video on the trailer. The trailer is in nice shape. It's Kentucky registered. And so I'm going to leave the trailer out of this conversation to keep this short. And what I'm going to do is just kind of give you an overall assessment of the vessel. And here it goes. This is a 3006 Express. This hull was laid out in 2007. And she was not completed until 2008. So we have a 2007 hull ID number. The 3006 Express by Sailfish didn't come out until 2008. This particular vessel was sold in Massachusetts by the dealer to the original owner in late 2009. So we have a 2007 hull ID. She wasn't put together until 2008, and she was not put into service until late 2009 by the original owner. So just to clear up why I have 0708 on the site, truthfully, the seller really wanted that because, you know, his mind, it's a 2008 boat, and I understand where he's coming from. Just a quick note, as you guys can see, this is a repowered vessel with twin Suzuki DF300AP double X's W2, and that was done in 2018, and I'll get into a little more information about that. I will also have information on the prop size as well as the recommended prop size for ultimate performance on the website and in the listing. Just a quick note that starboard trim tab was just changed out a few months back to new. As far as the exterior of the vessel, I know this vessel was repainted, I think before 2015. If you guys can see right there, we're showing a little bit of oxidation on the port side. The seller, this is I want to tell you guys, this is an extreme OCD seller. He's very hands-on, service-wise, maintenance-wise. He's ridiculous, to tell you the truth, and does a lot of hands-on stuff. And this boat is detailed 2 to 3 times a year prior to sale, or as part of the sale, the boat will be detailed again. And, you know, unless that's something you want to do, and we can adjust the pricing. You guys can see there's an H missing on the Sailfish. That is actually, he has that, and that will be installed when the boat's pulled from the water. And let's just kind of go one more. This vessel is also due for bottom paint, which can also be discussed. It's already prepped. It just needs to be pulled, power washed, and painted. And that is something the seller also plans to do as part of the sale by end of sale or closing, unless that's something you want to do on your own as well. So she is due for bottom paint, but that will be done. And also, you know, the H will be taken care of, and detail is obviously part of the situation as we move. Let me just kind of walk around. That is a Lowrance Radar. Just give you guys, I'm going to hop on the boat now. Now remember, I am not a marine mechanic. I am not a surveyor. Please do your due diligence and hire who you need to. I'm just going to give you the facts as I see them. And just giving you a nice walkthrough. Overall, I don't have any real complaints about the vessel. That Delta anchor is new on that Lumar windlass. I think there's about 300 foot of line. I'll probably have that up on the site. The outriggers are, Tigris. So what I'm kind of doing is just giving you guys an overall view of the boat. And my pants are falling down. Now, let's get to the crux of the matter as I show you guys a bunch of things. All right, we have, in 2008, the seller repowered Marine Pro, the guys at Marine Pro up in North Carolina, repowered these motors. This hull had 640 hours on the original Yamahas. And now we're running about I'm calling it 240 or 250. With 247, 245 on port, and 247 on starboard. So let's just call it 250. And the boat was repowered to obviously new. And right now we're running about 250 hours on those. All services are up to date. The 50 hour and the 100 hour were done by the dealership, and the seller has been maintaining in between. The marine water fuel separators are going to be changed out. They were done at 197 hours. He does them about every 50 hours. And this vessel also only has had marine fuel or non-ethanol fuel in it. In addition to the engines and all of the controls, obviously we changed over from Yamaha to Suzuki, as you guys can see from the binnacle on up, everything that's available. That was also done, obviously, when the engines were repowered, the HDS9 screens, as well as the autopilot. And we got a Simrad AP24 and Lowrance Link 8 on the VHFs, which there are two. It is my understanding they were also done in 2018. And this particular Lowrance, I cannot get to power up. And the seller said it's just a loose wire in the back end, and he's going to make sure that that's firmed up and taken care of. The upholstery was also redone in 2018. So we got new engines, new controls, new upholstery, all done in 2018. Hardtop on this vessel, as you can see. You don't need me to point it out. You guys can see the spreader lights. All the LED lights are working. I think the seller might change out these to red on the interior. I'm not sure, but everything seems to be functioning properly. I'll get down in there. Also, the isinglass, or your side curtains, whatever you want to call them. Everybody has different terminology. Were also redone in 2018. So basically, he purchased this boat in 2015, ran it for about 3 years, repowered, reupholstered, got the side curtains firmed up. It's been very well maintained. You have a little bit of pitting on the stainless, but nothing that can't be taken care of. A lot of it is shiny. He's down here on the weekends, constantly toying with the vessel. As you guys can see. Now, this particular model, the 3006, it's my understanding it morphed up into the what we now have is the 320 Express. Also, personalized seen are not conveyed. Some things may be conveyed, some not. Obviously, according to Coast Guard regulations, when the boat is sold of this nature on a yacht certified vessel, we need to make sure that we do have proper lights, jackets on for transport. So if you guys can see what I'm showing you, and what I'm going to kind of do is just keep it simple from here on in. Down in the galley, we're clean and we're nice. Guys, take a look. There's another cushion that belongs out there and is stowed. Now, the genset was removed by the seller. And to be honest, I have done 3 or 4 of these sailfishes of this nature. Either the genset is never working or it's been removed by the seller. I do believe in that respect that Sailfish's design, in fact, if you guys can see, I know in the last Sailfish I had, it would normally be in here. It's real tough to get to. Obviously, you can put a genset in if you'd like, but 50-50, they're either been removed. I have one with a last year that had one with barely any hours on it, but changing the water pump was a tragedy. I mean, virtually really hard to do. And, you know, so there's that. So there's no genset is the basic part of the conversation. Overall, in the galley, it's clean, it's nice, it's clean. You got your stove, you got your fridge, you have your microwave. The interior is clean and it's in nice shape. My complaint that I noticed, and obviously the sellers noticed, from this Bomar hatch on the Sailfish design, as we can see, we have a little bit of moisture that tends to work its way through. The seller right now, because it's driving him crazy as well, is trying to find the replacement. He found one, but he didn't like the quality and is in contact with Sailfish. So this may or may not be replaced. And as far as the LED lighting, we're all good. I think he said he's going to change it to red, but I'll have to get further information on that. But overall, you're real nice. You're real clean in here. Very well maintained. Very well taken care of. And if you can see, here's the stereo system working. Just a nice, clean boat. You know, obviously you're going to be up there in price because you are repowered with, you know, $30,000 to $40,000 on engines. So there's that, and new controls, new upholstery, and so on and so forth. But I like what I see, and I hope you do too. And like I said, the listing will be pretty detailed with information that I just didn't want to bog the video down with, like prop sizes and pitch and all of those things. And that'll about close it out. I mean, I feel like we've kept it simple. I got running specs on the site, fuel burn. And that'll about do it out here. Wow, I did it in 12 minutes. Okay, so Rob out here at ImAlwaysInHotWater.com with a 2007-2008, not put into service till late 2009, 3006 Express of Sailfish. And that'll do it for today as I move on to 3 more boats. Rob at ImAlwaysInHotWater.com signing off, wishing you a great and safe boating day.